Jonna O says, I have had Tyvek around me all my life. My dad worked for DuPont for almost 30 years. He used to wear it sometimes for work. He was a scientist. Yes, it's used a lot also in scientific departments as well as architecture and building as well. It's a very, very utilized material in a lot of different branches of commerce as well. Helena says, so cool. Jack says, wear this shirt to Hermes on Halloween for a spooktacular treat. Definitely. You guys, we got breaking news coming in right now. We have Guerlain news, breaking news from Guerlain. I have a little example here of Guerlain duping Chanel with their Liu fragrance. I have reviewed this one, highly recommended. Check it out if you can find it in your country. This one seems to be very elusive, just like one of those chase figures that we know so well from toys. But the actual news is striking. I have just come back from my Guerlain counter. You know how much I'm in love with Guerlain lately, especially because they really know how to treat their customers. But long story short, the news is this. I wanted to try one of their exclusive fragrances from the Matière Art, what is it called? The Art and Matter collection. L'Art et la Matière. I'm so bad at this, but it means Art and Matter collection. So I wanted to try the Joyous Tuberose, and the lady at the counter told me, Dacob, be quick. And I was like, oh no, FOMO. She's like, well, yeah, it is FOMO, but we have received confirmation that we are allowed to sell these exclusive perfumes only until September. From the 1st of September to the 1st of October, there's a ban on those perfumes. And then the perfumes return end of October or beginning of October. So for the entire month of September, they're gone. In October, from beginning October to mid-October, they will return with a huge price increase. So this is a news flash for you guys. If you want your Art et Matière or the Art and Matter collection, still under, they're still considering whether or not they're going to up the prices for the other ones as well, from their exclusives like Louis, not Liu. But this is the news. So right now, here's an example of. So you see, this is, for example, a couple of these bottles from how they look like from the Art and Matter collection from Guerlain. I pointed out to you the euro price at the moment because this is confirmation received that its price increase is coming worldwide. But France is the first one. So France has the European prices, obviously. So in the euro price, now you get this bottle. It's a 75 milliliter, this is also 75 mil. 75 milliliter, that's what these bottles are. They retail for 210 euro. And this is what Guerlain is going to do from the 1st of October. These bottles are going to be turned into 100 milliliters. So they're going to add 25 mil on top. They're going to make the glass thicker. They're going to make the bottles look bigger than they actually are. Why are they going to do this? To justify a huge price increase. So for the 25 milliliter more, guess how much you're going to have to pay? And before I tell you how much you're going to have to pay, subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. Will ya? Thumb up this video, let the algorithm know we're doing something right here, and push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today, gain access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon and gain access to extra perks there as well. And thank you to all my members and patrons who have already pledged. This video is being filmed live in front of a live audience. I do live streams every Saturday, so be sure to join us and partake in these conversations. So I have my co-chatters with me here on the side. And what do you guys think? How much they're going to cost? Orsi says they're going to up from 210 to 250. No, Orsi, you are wrong. Jesus says they're probably going to put them in those ugly bee bottles. No, Jesus, you're wrong. They will not. They're going to stay square. They're just going to have thicker glass and be a little bit more rounded. To Sharo Vitanage says it's going to cost 350. You're a bit close. Jack Dean 310. Yes, Jack, you are right. The new bottles are going to cost between 300 and 310 euro. So we're jumping 100 euro up. Okay, they're going to make their perfumes cost 300 to 310 euro per bottle for 25 mil more. This is insane. I'm just warning you. You've been warned. You got now half of July left as the date that I'm filming now, up until end of August. So you got 1.5 months to stock up on your favorite perfumes, because from the 1st of October, well, from the 1st of September, you won't be able to buy them anymore for a month, more or less. And then when they return, they're going to cost around $100 or 100 euro more. And they're just going to be 25 milliliter, a 20 to 25 milliliter bigger in size. This is huge breaking news. The fact that the wonderful lady at the Guerlain counter spilled the beans. Yes, it's FOMO. Yes, it's a little bit like with the Chanel bags price increase, where they tell you, hey, we're not supposed to tell you, but we're going to tell you it's going up in price. But at least now, I mean, if you really, really know you love these perfumes and you're ready to shell out 210 euro for 75 mil, which is already insanely expensive, you want to stock up on your favorite perfume, now is the time to do it. They in the boutiques are not being stocked anymore. They're only selling out of whatever stock they have left. They're not reordering these fragrances. So when they sell out of them, it's done until the 1st of October, when they receive the new batches with the 25 mil more content and the $100/euro price markup. It's a bit insane, you guys. And it's insane. May says, I can't believe how many of my favorite perfumes, and the chat is gone. How many of my favorite perfumes, I can't find it anymore. From May, the chat is gone, you guys. Hold on. I can't believe how many of my favorite perfumes are around $300 now. Yeah, it's insane, May. They're just the best ones always go up in price. And it's not like they're getting better. You know, they're just kind of ripping us off more and more. And it's not like all of a sudden the L'Art de Matière is getting better and better and better just because it's... But, you know, I got a couple of samples from the Art and Matter collection, because as my sales associate told me about this, she said, like, here, take some samples and tell me if you want something and I could put it aside for you. That was so sweet of her, obviously, but the FOMO is real. Anyway, I will be discussing also more Guerlain as we go along in the live stream, actually. So, okay. So Jesus says, not worth the price increase. They're not that good. May is crying. Time to Muscup says, they aren't making those square bottles, I heard. They're going to be square with round edges. Pictures like, yes, they're going to, as I said before, they're going to be square with round edges. Kira says, exactly. Debbie says, I'm so over these price increase across the board. Stephanie says, hi, Dacob. Hope everyone had a good week. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Wonderful week, a lot of work, but we're here finally, the weekend. Time to Muscup says, don't really care, that collection is way too sweet for my liking. But by the way, she wasn't sure yet about the price increase of other products as well. So other ranges of their fragrances within the niche section, they might go up in price as well. So it's not just about, unless you don't mean that for you, Guerlain in general is too sweet, because it's not. Let me tell you, Liu smells like Chanel No. 5. So Liu is one of those examples where there's absolutely no sweetness in this one. None whatsoever. Oh, okay, you know what? Give me more of that. Oh my God, living for this one. I am Lady G says, yikes, that's why I like vintage and throwback scents now. I obsession, opium, Halston, and some 70 cents. You know what, I'm Lady G, this is a really good point you're mentioning here. And let me tell you something, the brands are kind of figuring out what's going on with us perfume lovers and in general perfume consumers. And they see the potential for upping the price for those oldies but goodies that are now kind of like considered cheapies. I believe that sooner or later, probably more soon than later, what we're going to see is Coty, who in particular, if you mention Obsession, Coty has a distribution for Calvin Klein fragrances, or L'Oreal, who has the distribution for Opium, and Halston is Elizabeth Arden, for example. So these are all major players. And once they figure out that they can make a pretty penny by reissuing, let's say they bring back Obsession, they just stop distributing it as a cheapie and they relaunch Obsession, you know, original bottle from back then, high-end quality, blah, 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 make it into a niche thing. All of a sudden, our beloved Obsession from, you know, I got my last 100 ml bottle of Obsession for $15. Well, it might just cost $250 pretty soon when they figure out that they could, you know, cash in on that as well. So whether it be your cheapie that you love so much, or whether it be one of these art and matter fragrances from Guerlain, stock up now. But I've been warning about this already a year ago as the lockdown and, you know, the thing with the P that shall not be spoken out loud started happening. I told you, stock up on the perfumes you love, because we're going to see raw materials missing, harvests not being done. They're going to water down these perfumes because they won't be able to reach the quality that they had before, because a lot of things didn't go into production throughout the year. And this is exactly what's happening. People are complaining about many of their beloved perfumes, not even in the cheapie range, but like more expensive ones, being watered down. And so I think the next ones on the chopping board are the cheapies, because they're going to be revamped by these brands who are going to try to resell them to us, repackaged, rebranded, and for much more money. So I'm just saying, stock up on what you love, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Subscribe to my channel, become a member today. Let me know what you think about this video, and follow me on my social media channels. Super Dacob, all spelled together on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can also follow me on my Chanel dedicated Instagram profiles. One is called Coco Chanel is in my house, dedicated to my Chanel collection. The other one is called Coco Chanel Privé, dedicated to the life of Coco Chanel. Let me read some more of your chats. Eau de toilette, it's your time to shine, LOL, says Joshua Dupaya. Orsi says, they discontinued my beloved original Tiffany, and they came up with some terrible cheap stuff, Coty. Jolene says, I love Obsession for Men. The men's version is the one I prefer to wear, and I have it here. Actually, you mentioned it, I got it. Obsession for Men is really good. Very interesting note about this one. It is produced with oak moss in the States, and it is produced without oak moss in Europe. So you also have to be careful, like, where you buy your products as well, you know, because certain regulations restrict certain ingredients in certain countries rather than others. Aisha says, oh no, not more price increases. Yep, Guerlain is gonna butcher our wallets. Cometh October. It's going to be a horror movie. October is the month of Halloween, and obviously that's where the prices go up. So it's going to be a slaughter, a slasher October. They're not going to slash the prices. They're going to slash our wallets. Next thing, Charlie, will be $50, says Debbie. Time to Muscov says, I'm not surprised by Guerlain because LVMH just raised prices on Dior Privé. Everyone is doing it. Good old inflation. It's not just inflation. It's like they also really have had so many losses when it comes to this whole lockdown situation that they're like thinking, okay, we either have to discontinue certain products or we got to mark up the prices. Rara says, I'm a backup queen, so I got all my cheapy stash. Yeah, me too, totally. Total backup queen here as well. I still have my Shalimar, says Akela Wallace. I love it too. Fruit fly. I think I got the fruit fly now. It's Saturday when we're filming, and I always say this, I get my produce delivered on a Saturday. So, organic. Organic means there's little tiny buglets. You guys, thank you so much for watching. This is sad news, but I'm sure we could make it work for ourselves. I mean, if you really love some of those fragrances, now's the time to get them. That's all there is to say. Or you could wait and get them off of some secondhand website, you know. Maybe somebody wants to sell theirs because they don't like them anymore. I mean, yeah, you know, you could get some really good deals there as well. You just got to be very cautious what you're buying. Until next time, never forget to never give up on love. Love you all. See you soon. Take care. Bye. Mwah.